For those of you who have never been on camera, it's hard to quite understand just how frustrating it can be to not be able to get the words correct and to get frustrated with yourself and to feel like all the eyes are on you and all the lights are on you and everyone's waiting for you, and it's easily a very stressful experience. And I've found that when working with clients, non-actors, people who are not trained to be on camera, the number one limited resource that I have is the patience of the client for themselves. They will just get so frustrated with themselves that they can't do it. They'll be apologizing to me left and right, and a very common comment is, "I must be the worst client you've ever had." And it couldn't be farther from the truth. It just takes time to look into the camera, to get the words right, to get your tongue used to saying things in maybe a slightly unusual way, and just to get it done correctly. So I wanted to talk about ways to help people relax on camera and to make it a easy experience and a fun experience, because it absolutely should be. It can be. Should be. I've often said that if I'm doing my job right, then by the time I set up the camera and hit record, my job is done. Because the client will know exactly what is expected of them, they'll be ready, they'll be relaxed, they'll be prepared, and they can do it. All they need is just a little bit of support, a little bit of guidance, and that's nothing. So, expectations. Letting people know exactly what they're going to be doing, exactly how the camera is going to be set up, and letting them know how it's going to feel. Because it's easy to tell someone, oh, it'll be easy, it's no big deal. But once they get on camera, once they start getting nervous, if they can remember, because you clearly stated to them, it's going to take 7 to 10 takes, and I'm going to be editing this, and you really don't have to worry, then they'll remember that. And they'll still get stressed out because that's the nature of it, but then they can say, okay, I know this is going to take a little while. You said like half hour to an hour. And a big thing about expectations, let people know that you can take a break. Many times people just need to step away. They need to stop delivering the lines, and they just need to go out, have a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, and come back and do it again. And there's no problem with that. One of the worst jobs that I could work on is one where expectations weren't set, we didn't block out a set of time, and once the client realizes that they're not prepared for the video shoot, then they just say, let's just cancel this now and pick this up later, which almost always means the shoot is not going to be completed. And it's a huge waste of time for me and the client to come together, set time aside in the middle of the day, and you got almost nothing done and nothing that can be used in any way, and that is just a bad shoot. So I always insist that the clients block out a set of time, and that is important because then people will prioritize that. They get their hair done, they get their clothes ready, they set up aside the time, there's not going to be any distractions, and I always ask for more time than we need. If we need to do one video and it needs to be perfect, then it could take a couple hours to get someone to the point where they can deliver that script perfectly right into the camera without any breaks, and their delivery is dead on. Or maybe they do it right away. We do it in 15 minutes. So what else can we do? What other things can we do in that time? I love blocking out time because it just keeps people from worrying about looking at their watch, wondering what's going on. I'll ask people, please turn your cell phone off so we're not distracted. But of course, distractions do happen. Don't take them too seriously. The important thing is that they know this is filmmaking time. So there's no other distractions and they can absolutely focus on what they're doing with you. A great thing to do when you have clients on camera is to have snacks on hand. I always recommend to people, especially if it's a really difficult shoot, reward yourself. Go out to lunch. Get yourself a cookie. Myself, I am an avid tea drinker, and I always keep my tea on hand whenever I'm filming myself because it wets my whistle and always makes me feel good. When you're working with testimonials and people, it is essential that you offer them some snacks because you might ask them to show up at a certain time, then they have to sit around and wait, and of course, oh no, I'm going to be on camera, it gets them nervous. Well, just focus on a donut. I learned a long time ago that if you feed people, if you are clear in your expectations, you are polite, and you deliver any food or compensation promptly when expected, people will put up with an awful lot. So treat them well, have snacks on hand. It's a great reward. And when you're filming, you are going to make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, so do all of my clients, and you can either cover your face in shame and think, oh, why can't I get this? Or you can laugh. Did I say, hello, I'm Michael Bruner, Broken Video. Broken. I didn't mean broken, I meant brogan. Laugh at it. It's natural. You're in an uncomfortable situation. You're doing something that isn't normal to you. So just laugh at your mistakes because you're going to make them. And you might as well laugh because the only other option is to get all tense and nervous, and that doesn't do you any good. So lean back, laugh, enjoy the experience, enjoy the mistakes, and I'll be there to laugh with you. The last thing that really helps people relax on camera is just an overall level of patience. That is really on me to set the mood of patience. Clients, of course, need to be patient with themselves, but when things are getting tight, when I'm in a little bit of a rush, there is no excuse for me to put that tension on the client. They need to know that during the moment that they're on camera, they are the focus of the world. And I have all the patience of the ocean until they get it right. Honestly, that is the best way to make them feel like it's all right if they mess up. There is no stress, and once they do get it right, it is going to be worth all the nervousness, and they are going to look amazing. The only way to get that thought in their mind is to let them know, hey, this is a relaxed setting. We're here for you, and we want you to look and sound good. Thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. Remember, at its best, video is a tool for genuine communication between people, as it should be. So, get out there and share your heart.